Oh, that's not. There we go. Can use the stream starting soon. Do this. New window. And. Oh. What is that sound? Whatever that is, I don't like it. For one... Maybe, hello everyone. Hello everyone! Was kinda lost track of the time. No, it's okay. I just realized it was 6 o'clock, so it was time to start. If anyone's confused, me and Malik were talking on Discord, and then I looked at the clock. I'm like, oh shoot, it's past 6. Also, hi, Kyle. Two people are already in call. Hey, sorry I'm late.
You're not late, to be honest.
8 minutes past 6. Sorry about that, I got carried away. I was packing stuff into the vehicle while talking to Malik on Discord, and suddenly I lost track of the time. That is my fault.
You're fine.
More of a Pathfinder guy? That's understandable, Malik. That's understandable. There seems to be at least some benefits to Pathfinder. Like, if I had personally had a favorite, it would be Sword World.
I mean, for example, honestly, as much as I like D&D, if you want weeb fantasy, you're better off playing Pathfinder, to be honest.
Pathfinder, I see.
We did discuss this. We did discuss this, didn't we?
Yeah. I guess it depends, but yeah, it seems like you can play an Oni, and
one of the higher level spells is literally the ability to summon a kaiju.
yeah.
And not to mention what a higher level monk feats, Godbreaker is basically the primary Lotus from Naruto.
I see. Don't know a ton about Naruto. I admit I haven't watched a ton of shonen anime. I've seen some Dragon Ball Z. I've seen some Naruto. I'm not someone who's hardcore at either of them. I've seen some of both. Like, I've seen some of Soul Eater, but most shonen I haven't bothered with, and I'm only a casual consumer of any of them, at best.
Do you know what an Azuna drop is?
A what?
An Azuna drop.
An Azuna? No, I don't.
Oh.
I only made it to early on in Shippuden. I never made it more than 10 episodes in Bleach. I've only seen 5 episodes of One Piece. I've only seen bits of the Frieza saga and the Cell saga. I think I've seen 2 episodes of the Buu saga. I do not know this stuff.
Well, an Azuna drop is a general trope thing in Japanese media. It's basically, you know that spinning pile driver like thing that ninjas use, where they grab their opponent and slam both of themselves head first into the ground?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That thing.
Look, I would be perfectly open to playing Pathfinder. It just so happens I'm up for whatever lets me express myself.
Hopefully Cloudy's gets finished with any last minute things she needs to do before she continues her own Pathfinder game.
And hopefully I can find someone to play Sword World with. I also like several things about Sword World. One of my favorite builds involves a druid that level 10 can turn their animal companion into a near colossal, so a kaiju.
Yeah.
Literally build whatever you want. One of the things I learned from Pathfinder so far is that there's a clear ability to play an Oni. And someday I would like to make an Oni character, because I swear I'm not just obsessed with Maria, though I am. I would like to try making an Oni girl.
Are you gonna be the stereotypical Oni that smashes things with a giant club or something?
To an extent, but my idea would be a character influenced from Inutare from Dungeon Meshi, because I really like Inutare. Like, she's like this sweet, strong girl who's like super tall. I think she's like 6'5", but she's just adorable and cute as heck. Like, I like Inutare.
You're adorable and cute as heck.
Or she, who's that? Is that that one, no, that was a different name. There was that one, succubus girl who's like chaotic neutral or something. I found her when Googling. There was like love, lust, and really, that's interesting. Feel free to show me some of that stuff. Anyway, I need to go use the bathroom real quick. Sorry I had to cut our conversation short. It's good to have you here on my stream to talk to, Malik. I love being able to talk to you. What was the name of that, like, Arushai or something? There was like a Pathfinder, I think, succubus girl who is neutral
Arushali.
goodish.
Well, she starts off as chaotic neutral, I believe.
Yeah,
Arushali.
that's what I thought, yeah. What's her name? I forgot her
Arushali.
name.
It's Arushali.
Arushali, yeah.
Arushalae, I believe.
Yeah, I have some, like, pages of her on my bookmarks and some cute art I found of her. She seems nice. I wish she was at least chaotic good or neutral good. But
Well, I mean,
I guess a neutral is about as good as I can hope for canonical succubus girls.
To be fair, in the Wrath of the Righteous video game, if you end up getting her good ending, she does end up becoming chaotic good.
Hey, progress! Yeah, she seems like a cool character. I've seen some really adorable art of her. Alright, be right back.
Hello there.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
So hopefully she was gonna be able to arrive.
Yeah, it would suck if so.
oh, hi, Lynn.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hey, I have
No.
here, can I tell Kyle something real quick? So last minute we got a call saying that we need to watch The House and the Dogs for the entire week until next Saturday. They're not going to be home until next Saturday. And so we need to watch over the house. And Julia said she would prefer if we kept it to a 2-hour session or smaller.
Sure, then
We can go over that by a bit. But apparently we need to get out there this evening and take out the dogs and so forth.
Let me
I
ask you
hate
like this.
this situation, I admit.
First of all, are their parents going to vacation right now, or are they stuck in the vacation?
They are on their way to the airport or are currently at the airport. I don't know yet.
Okay. So they are starting the vacation now. I see. Typical. Classic. Aside from that, and Julia needs you to come with her. You.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. And that's how
The problem
it
is, it's her mom's vehicle we've been borrowing. And of
Yeah.
course, this is something Julia needs to fix, so we don't have to do that. But she wants my help. It's Julia's mom's car. And Julia's mom doesn't want me driving it because I'm not her family. Number 2, or 3, or whatever I'm on, is that Julia does not have her license. She just has a permit. She keeps procrastinating getting a license. So if she wants to legally drive, I have to be in the car with her because I have a driver's license and she doesn't.
Why does she keep on procrastinating on this?
Because she's bipolar and depressed most of the time.
Okay. How about we do chill now 2 hours now with us, play a bit, then you can help Julia with her stuff.
Yeah, I already got some of the stuff packed. Of course, we're gonna have to come back and forth multiple times because we are gonna have to come here and look after the cats. Yeah, I'll have to give you an IOU on Incredible Crisis. I'm so sorry, Kyle. I was in the middle of, like, cleaning the dishes in the kitchen when suddenly I got a call from Julia's mom and she's like, hey, y'all remember, you know, are y'all at the house yet? I'm like, wait, what? It's like, oh yeah, I told Julia that, you know, we're going on vacation for a week. I'm like, I never heard this.
Okay.
So
let me
Julia
say
didn't
something.
remember and I didn't know. It was like, well, oh shoot, I'm sorry.
If
I don't remember ever hearing about this.
if the mother wants something like that in that peculiar way, then she should allow you 100% to use the car to drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so it's kind of stupid.
I wish that they would let me drive the car. That would be helpful. I also wish Julia could drive herself there, but I don't want to make her feel bad because she already beats the tar out of herself psychologically, so I don't bring it up. And don't dare bring it up and make her feel bad. She's already got a lot on her plate.
Okay. Aside from that, we will start not to play. Do you guys got your snacks and drinks?
Yeah.
I don't, but I'm okay. I can go grab
Yeah,
something
it's
to
just 2
drink.
hours. It's fine. If you need water, then let's just say something. I myself got a just mean tea.
That's me right now. I ate plenty before starting.
Okay. Did you guys do your level up already?
Did I?
I think we went over this a little while ago. You should be level 3.
Mm-hmm. Did I add my spells and everything? I thought we did.
I think we
You
did, yeah.
wanted to do it later as long as I remind, but we will just do RP. No, we have not much time. No fight.
Yeah.
And did your fighter get anything? Did you do all that stuff?
Yes, yes, I got all my subclass stuff, and I got my, and most importantly, I got all my Rune Knight stuff.
Okay, good. Interesting. Whoa, how much is that?
Let's see here. I got let's see here. I
Okay,
got
yeah, whatever.
a couple of proficiencies, a couple of runes, the ability to become Dick.
Okay, okay. You can show me that stuff in the maybe next fights when we have another session. Aside from that, be aware, Sana is now level 3 too, and her,
That's right.
she
That's
has
right.
no more spell slots, and even spells for level 2, but she doesn't know any spells for level 2 because she needs a scroll to learn it or a teacher. That's how wizard works.
I mean,
Uh,
technically speaking, as soon as you get the spell slot, you can get a new spell of a certain level by learning it by learning as part of the 2 you learn upon level up. Technically.
There's no definition here that there's certain levels that the wizard learns a spell.
Actually, there is. Each time you level up, you gain 2 free spells. I have played a Bladesinger multiple times.
Let me look. Next time now.
It's just besides that, you need a copy to the spell book using cash and time.
Now this is meta knowledge, but on the roleplay thing, part of why Maria is like afraid to mention, I think that she on some level already knows what's going on, but she's embarrassed to admit it because, you know, it's something sexual. And I have written her to have self-esteem issues related to what she is born as. So she doesn't want to, like, bother people or creep people out, and she's sort of in denial of what's going on and of herself. So it's like, we're gonna have to eventually cross that bridge. But, you know, just as you won't be like, what's going on? The thing is that Maria isn't embarrassed on multiple levels.
Okay, Maria is a red tomato. Aside from
guess.
that, I have to inform you about the class of Oreo. I'm just gonna post in the chat, in the Roll20 chat, what kind of skills he has.
No. Have you met Neutral Trauma from my chat before or heard of them? Neutral Trauma / Elran, the 2 different names they go by, is our dungeon master or game master.
Well, nothing else.
I'm just the voice in your head.
Well, nothing else. If you end up playing a PF2E game that ends up having the future mythic rules that's gonna happen, that's gonna occur with the War of the Immortals book. If nothing else, apparently it's possible for Maria to become an angel.
Interesting.
And I don't mean just being an Asmar. Angelic Nephilim. I mean a full-on demigod celestial.
That's cool, but I wanted to make a wholesome demon.
Well, again, that is one. Well, you don't have to. It's just one possible path you could take.
Let me say something. There's no limit here. You can do anything, become everything. It's a question if you reach that point.
I wish to become kaiju.
Oh, you can become kaiju, but you know you're summoning kaijus with it.
I want to wrestle Godzilla.
I don't know. He's gonna kind of.
I want to wrestle Godzilla as Godzilla.
I see kind of how he's going. Atomic breath your asshole.
Or better, through his horns.
Okay, fine. Aside from that, you can read what Aurelio can do, all that kind of stuff. You can incorporate one of your players later. Okay, you are right now at the farm. Still, oops, not this one. This. Hey, oi, fucking hell.
And Fairmoon's probably exhausted because of his
He's
duty.
exhausted, no question. You're still bathing out there. You're stinky. Okay, you're back in the game. Maria is red like a tomato. Pheromone is washing himself. His Johnny's still out of control.
The water glistening over his rippling muscles. Just this mountain of pure muscle.
His pain from the medication he took it's lingering from the cool water. You are getting aware that you may need to cool down your magic stick. You are still influenced with medicine. and it's kind of painful. You're not getting damaged right now, but maybe you want to cool that off with some ice or similar.
Fun fact for everyone who's like, what's going on? They basically ERP'd last section. Last session.
Got it. More like Fairmoon essentially became a prostitute. Yeah, a lot of cows end up dying, and he was offered monetary compensation for increasing the herd.
You were being a stud is not included in ERP. I'm pretty sure ERP includes that as well. It was ERP.
Well, Neutron was trying to avoid any problems with Twitch because by using lots of euphemisms. So
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't bad, okay? Aside from that, what you gonna do? What's your plan? You still have the papers you're gonna give the guild. You have that one goblin thing. You have materials, gold, stuff, so on.
after I'm fully cleaned up, I should probably put some ice on him. He's a bit. Oh, he feels a bit sore. Oh.
So, where do you want to find that ice?
Well, Fairmoon's gonna see if the farm lady has some ice or in the back or something after he's done washing himself.
Okay, you go to Marta. She sees you clothed. And you feel the pressure between your armor and your magic stick. Uncomfortable.
Question. Do you have any ice?
Ice? We have a small fridge. Maybe. Yes?
Can you give me a nice size ice pack? He needs to cool off, if you catch my drift. He says,
He asks you.
saying he with quotes.
He sees your pain, how you kinda crouching a bit, and it's kinda your legs are kinda rotating inside. She perceives your what's going on. She asks you, how many of the medicine did you take?
I think at least 2 or 3.
Idiot! Follow me. You follow her.
I had a job to do. I needed to increase the hood.
She rolls her eyes. She goes with you to the kitchen, opens there a chest. In the chest you see a light blue crystal, and you see how freezing air is coming out of it. You can see how there's some food in there and other stuff. And you see little bits of ice, but not really ice cubes. You said, she's looking at you, it says, I'm sorry, but we have no real ice here.
Is it possible to use that ice crystal to make a bag full of ice I could use as an ice pack?
Bring me a bucket with water, and then we take the ice crystal out and we will try to freeze the bucket first.
I will be right back. As he says as he dashes to get the bucket of water.
You
By the
try
way,
to dash, deck safe. You have a big dangalang right now, you have to do a deck
I
safe.
didn't mean literally.
Too late, it's funny.
LMAO.
You said that. You know, you had all the luck.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that. I have an inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Really? For this one, not in a fight.
Yes, I don't want him. I don't want him.
If
falling
you
on
use
his-
inspiration now and get another one, no, I'm gonna have to make it extra painful, you know?
I'm gonna take that risk if it does means it doesn't break his dick off.
No! Do it. Fucking hell! At the first,
Well, those are
You
two extremes.
kinda go really fast from the pain, and at the moment before you open the door, the pain goes quite intense. You're stumbling, but at the same time, when you try to stumble, you get up and do like a spiral in the air, like you're a ballerina. Without problem, you are able to land without problem, and you feel like it's better for you if you don't run so fast.
By the way, AFK for a quick sec, alright?
You?
Yeah, AFK for a quick sec, alright?
Okay. Mario, what you do?
I don't want to be creepy and invade on this man's private time.
Yeah, you heard everything. You were in the room.
I heard everything, but that doesn't mean I'm like was going to go in the bath with him, or I mean I want to say anything.
Yeah, what do you wanna do anything in this moment?
How far
About
away am I
Roxana
from
and the
him?
He's right now kinda here.
Yeah,
can't
so
see
he
me
can't
anymore.
hear me. I was gonna say something to him, but he can't hear me from there.
Yeah, he just ran already.
What time is it? Is it like time to be getting sleep soon? Like,
No.
I know that she's been picking out
No,
eating a lot
it's
of
morning.
food.
No, it's morning. Kind of. Oh wait, let me look something
I
up.
don't know what I can do.
You could try to appeal with any NPC or something else. Or maybe you can take your time and think what you gonna do in the city. Huh?
I think that Mario could at least spend some more time praying. I don't know it will be any benefit, but you know, just as a part of her roleplay, I think it would make sense for her, even if she may be flustered, because she's used to being a flustered succubus. Like, praying to Palor would make sense.
Sure, that's fine. A second, I need to rewrite some stuff. Do it like this. No, he's not here, and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna say like this. I'm not gonna write to you directly. It is day 6, and you have now your hunger is getting a bit more intensive. You are feeling it. It's still can still ignore it, but your com check still -1, but your concentration checks need now a 13 to succeed.
Is there
And-
any way that I could explain what I'm feeling to everyone else that would leave it mysterious? Because I keep wanting to say headache. Because there's a such thing as like a mild headache. But you're like, no, not a headache, not a mild headache, no dizziness. So I don't know
You can
how to
try-
describe my symptoms
Oh, he's back.
without just coming out and saying, hey, I'm a succubus and I'm really horny. You
You can claim
know,
you're on your
being
period.
a little subtle would be nice. So that people aren't sure what's going on and have to figure it out for themselves.
That's the question how you gonna replay. I just gonna write you what you have right now.
You can claim that she's on her period.
Yeah, we haven't like figured out when her time of the month is and when to
I don't
roleplay
care
that.
if you even have one. But if you wanna have
I could
something
use
like
that
then
as
you
an
have to play
excuse
like
and just be like, well, I think, I'm embarrassed, but I think I might be on my period.
you can
And
try
she might
anything.
think that she is. She might be confused. She might be like, am I, but then it would, she would also be bleeding, so it would be obvious. So it's not like maybe she thinks her period is coming soon. I don't
How you
know.
gonna appeal that whatever? I can tell you, you had your breakfast and you still feel that other side of hunger. I have written you what kind of debuff you have. Pheromone has no way to really knowing that. Aside you are feeling a little bit weaker. Like
That said, fair. Sorry.
you are not in the room.
I was
You
gonna say
can
that's.
feel. Give me a second. You can feel how it's a minimal difference, but when you take, for example, anything you hand and you try to lift it, you can feel how it's a bit harder. It's minimal, but this is similar when you know, oh, I'm getting sick. It's kind of a bit harder to lift this.
I could say that my head feels a bit cloudy and I'm having trouble concentrating or focusing.
Yes.
So I guess, I could say, are we going back to town soon, by the way?
That's your decision, not my decision.
Really?
I guess Pheromone still wants to do something fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to put ice on his stick.
Ma'am, I'm really sorry to impose, but I'm feeling a little lightheaded and I'm having trouble focusing. I thought I was really hungry, but now I just feel weird. Do you have some place that I can just lounge around and lay down for at least a moment? I'm not quite sure what's going on, and I hope it's not what I think it is. Before I go to town, it
Oh,
looks like
sure,
Pheromone is
darling.
busy right now.
Upstairs, there's some rooms, some beds, several. At the moment, my children are not here, my husband. Take your time.
Thank you. I'm sorry to impose. I don't know what's come over me. I
As,
won't try not to stay long.
as you go upstairs, you can see how she's taking some water and cooking it up. You're not sure what she's doing right now, but you're going upstairs. Pheromone is still looking for water. Yeah.
Well, he did. Well, didn't he make that? Didn't he make that flip towards the actual lake or something?
No,
Okay.
you were stumbling when you were getting out of the building.
Okay.
You want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 squares jump.
That would take an acrobatic something, right, or something like that, right?
Yeah, this could kill you.
Pheromone will take his time.
Good.
Because he doesn't want that to risk him snapping off, so.
Aside from
take his
that,
ti-
you did marvelous land on the ground with a problem like a ballerina.
And from then on, he'll take his time to get to the lake or the well and get some fresh water, so it can hopefully be turned to ice, so he can cure the swelling.
Fine. Good. Okay.
He'll slowly get over to the.
You take
What
the
I know-
water, you get back to Marta. You want to say something?
I'm I'm back. I got the water. I got the water.
Yeah, come in, come in.
Here you
So,
go.
so you see how she's cooking water and putting some herbs into it. And how she's starting to put it into a kettle and all that kind of stuff. It seems like she's preparing tea. Yeah, she asks you, so how exactly do you wanna do it?
Well,
We can do the crystal to max, so can freeze the ice, but I guess you have a bit of a problem with the form.
maybe we could freeze the water, and I could I could break in the little cubes, and we could put in a small thin bag, so I could use it like an ice pack.
Okay. She starts taking stuff out of the chest. She's using like a freezer. What I said, like a fridge. Takes the stuff out, puts the bucket in there, and puts the ice crystal to maximum output. It's now like a freezer, and it needs a little bit of time until it's frozen. Marta looks at you, tells you should wait a bit, that you should take it out yourself, and you don't should do too much of a mess with the eyes.
Right.
She tells us where the toilet is if you start doing your stuff. She is taking the tea and stuff to drink with it, and goes upstairs.
What that Pheromone Dewey needs to do, he'll retrieve the bucket, break up the ice in the cube. I'll put him down here. To represent his lore. Anyways, break the ice into little cubes or something like that, and see if he can find a small little bag and a real, especially thin bag to use it, so he can use the ice as an ice pack.
Sure. Marta going upstairs, and Maria is resting on one of the beds. She's bringing you tea. She shows it to you, gives you a
thank
tea.
you.
And
Again, I'm really sorry to impose. I'll only be staying as long as it takes Pheromone to feel better.
Do you drink the tea?
Yes, I'll drink the tea.
Roll.
This is very refreshing, thank you.
This is a mild sweet tea, and herbal tea. It tastes good for you. I want you to roll a d6.
Huh.
5 plus 2 is 7. You have now 7 hours concentration. Your concentration is coming back. It's getting better.
Hey,
It's a
that's
nice,
nice.
warm, lingering feeling from the tea for 7 hours. Maybe it's a bit too much. Whatever, 7 hours.
You really are too kind. Thank you for the hospitality. I can already feel my head clearing up a little. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me.
Don't worry, darling. Take your time. She sees you, and she's going down. Except for that, I need to inform you, even if you have your debuff, it's not that much fun. It's not much of that kind of a hassle yet. But whatever. I'm gonna change this thing. Okay. I don't need. You don't need to read it. Go away. In the meantime, some time is passing, like around like a bit more than 10 minutes. Pheromone checks the ice. It's frozen. And, well, what are you gonna do again with it?
He's gonna break the ice into little pieces and find a small thin bag that he uses in order to improvise an ice pack.
Okay, let's say you have a little leather bag in your, I wanted to say rucksack, but it's too German. What's it called?
Rucksack. A backpack.
Yeah, backpack.
Well, he wants it to be thin to maximize.
Yeah, say you have it. Point. Okay. You're taking the ice out. You take the bucket. You pot it head down. It's falling off the ice. It's on the ground. And now you have to break it.
Was that?
You know you have to break it. Make a strength check.
Okay, let's see here.
First of
Strength
how you're
check.
gonna break it.
Can I use a flex? And can I use the bottom part of my axe as a chisel?
Yeah, you can try.
Can I use an athletic? Can I roll an athletics check instead of strength
Why?
to make sure to control the amount of force so it's not only strong enough to break it apart, but not so strong that it ends up ruining everything.
It's something so simple. It's not sports. Strength check.
Okay, I had to ask. I had to try.
You are able to break it in good bits.
All right, he'll take the bits, put in the preferably thin bag, and just find somewhere to lie down with the bag on his crotch.
Good.
Of course, he'll first only take off the lower half of his armor, only wearing the cloth part, so that the metal does not interfere.
That's completely fine. You are aware that you won't have always that ice, but at the moment it's good. By the way, you were quite rowdy last night. You did use the medicine. You have oh damn. Okay.
The Viagra. Let's call it what it is. The Viagra.
No. I'm counting how much exhaustion you have. You have 2 exhaustion stacks.
Okay.
Disadvantage on ability checks. Speed is half. Counting from now, and it's gone when long rest.
Okay.
It decreases only a little by 1 the exhaustion, but come on, yeah.
One exhaustion is better than 2 exhaustion.
No, I mean now with I don't care about that. You just need 1 long rest. Okay. So what you gonna do?
Pheromone's just gonna take a nice long rest while making sure while letting the ice pack do its job.
You're gonna do a long rest now?
If Maria's willing to stay another night.
It's not a night. It's morning right now. It's like 9 a.m.
Well, how long would it take for the ice pack to do its job?
It's doing its job right now.
Okay, well, what?
The
Alright, well, in
job
that
of
case,
the ice is that are not in so much pain.
well, usually ice packs can help with swelling as well, so.
Yeah, at the same
We
time,
just
but
want Pheromone to fully recover.
Well, if it doesn't take a long rest, then as long as then he can, then as long as we head straight to the town immediately, Fairmoon wouldn't mind just leaving as soon as the swelling goes down.
your swelling is going down. You with the ice, you expect it to take 2 or 3 hours.
He'll take a short rest then, a couple short rests.
You can just walk.
Well, he doesn't want to. Well, he does. Well, I mean, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to weird anyone out with a giant lump on his crotch. So he's just gonna lie down for now.
In the meantime, Sana and Rory are playing with animals. Tralala, tralala, so on. So I guess you guys are going to wait to do some short rest.
Yeah, I would like to
short
do a
rest.
short rest. I mean, I was already
Okay.
resting with tea.
If
I think
it's
that should
12.
count as a short rest.
Well, technically, a
Well,
short rest.
yeah.
Well, technically, a short rest is only about an hour, and Fairmoon
Yeah.
might need at least 2.
let's say you have done 2 short rests. Roll me a d20.
Can I do the short rest? Can I press the short rest button?
You don't need to do that.
All right, so
Okay.
who rolls that d20?
Just roll a d20. You need to get over 10, okay? Good. Your your meat stick is getting back to rather more normal size, and it's getting back to a more floppy version. It's kind of still a bit pulsating, a bit sensitive and a bit painful, but it's fine.
Oh, that feels so good. Oh.
You are there in the corner with the flowers and then kind of moaning on your own alone. Aside from that, are you guys trying to go to the city?
Yeah, if everyone's ready, of course.
Okay,
I think that
good.
I would want to, Pheromond to come up and be like, hey, like, Pheromond I think should initiate whether we are ready to go and what we say first. So does, like, Pheromond come up to the others?
Yeah, but yeah, he feels like it. He feels like while his
We have only an hour left. Let me say like this, let's play a bit less detailed.
equipment is.
I
He feels like while
see.
his equipment is still a bit sensitive, he'll go up to the rest of the party and says, "Well, I should be able to go for now, as long as we get straight to the town. After all."
Are you
I-
okay? You seem a bit exhausted. Are you sure you're ready to leave? Like,
Well, so
take
look-
as much rest as you need.
It's fine, Maria. It's fine. As soon as we can continue our adventures as soon as we get to town. And plus, don't want to make sure these parts are okay to use for equipment.
What?
The
These
parts of
parts?
the Ankeg parts that we got last time from killing up.
Oh. Yes, that makes sense.
When we add it. Lynn, you played No Monster Hunter, right?
Monster,
you know that
right?
Monster Hunter.
Yep, I have.
And you know that the Monster Hunter, they use the stuff from the monsters to make weapons, right?
They do. That doesn't mean it's pleasant, but yeah. That's
It's
true.
exactly what they do here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move you now to the... Give me a second, I got someone did write me. Could be important. Okay, I hope not.
So worms do we spawn?
Left side. You don't need to.
So roughly Hirmst. Or
It's
there.
fine if you
or,
just
Or
describe.
Dermst. Or
I
Dermst.
can give you guys just give you the entire map. For example, this one, and you just start to describe where you go and all that kind of stuff. Because
Oh,
I guess you guys have
sorry.
seen the map now enough to know where is what.
Well, I don't know about you, but first thing I'm gonna do is head to the smith with these Ankh bots.
You
See
go
if
to
I
the-
can see if I can get myself a new weapon or a new piece, or some, maybe hide and plate mail.
Okay. Do you follow him?
Me? Do I follow
Yeah.
him?
We have only just other player.
I would like to check in on where they were holding the goblins to see if we have any update on
Okay, then
where
let's
the
check
rest of the
goblins
captives
first.
may be.
It's not far away. It's right the next. Well, one of the bigger
What?
buildings.
Well, might as well do. Well, fair enough. Might as well do that first since it's on the way.
Sure, if you really want to stay together right now. You sure you're okay? How are you feeling,
fine.
Pheromond?
A bit stuck it out, but it's fine. Nothing I can't handle.
Okay. Alright, let's go. I hope that... God, I hope that mother is safe. I feel like we've wasted a lot of time not searching for them.
To be fair, it's best to go in there with knowledge, because if you go in there unprepared, it can have dire consequences. We're doing a good service to her in the long term by making sure we're properly informed so we can properly rescue her.
Guess we'll see. Let's go take a look at the interrogation progress.
You guys go to the barracks. You see, go for the main door. You see outside, it's the guardmaster and his assistant. And you already can feel a bit, you can hear completely, but you hear the music.
I assume that the bot is doing his job.
And you hear the scream and the loud stop, and all that kind of stuff.
Despacito.
God damn it! Why did I even shoot that? I'm regretting this. Okay, a guy's going inside.
Assuming it's a certain person doing his job, maybe we should get earplugs first.
The guardmaster tells you that the dude was waiting for you guys for interrogation. You should go inside.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's go.
You go inside, it's still fine for you guys. He's not doing it intensive, he's not activating his skill completely. But you still can feel that music in the hall is giving you shivers through your spine. At the moment you open the door to the jail, he stops playing and is seeing you right away and recognizes you. The one who was proclaimed to be a bard and all that kind of stuff. Ah, welcome back. I believe he will talk. More than enough.
Well, thank you for your, well, services.
Then you hear the scream, "Making stop! Making stop!"
I like to point out that he'll stop if you'll give us all the information we need.
The other one from the other kid you hear, "Please, making stop!"
Just tell the gods and everyone here everything you know, and he'll stop.
Anything but making stop. Please.
Maria, would you like to add something?
Gosh, it's been so long, I'm not sure how to exactly word it. Where are the villagers? Where are you all keeping them?
Which villagers are you talking about? You remind yourself there was no villager kidnapped. Remind yourself it was a woman that was a god person.
Okay,
No.
the guard. See, I don't remember it very well.
No.
It's been so long. Can we, do an
but
undo of that?
You found 3 carriages and or wagons, whatever.
So
And
she was a
you-
soldier.
Yeah.
By that she means there's this female guardsman that was recently captured by your forces. Where could she be?
Her. The bandits took her. In the basement, probably.
Where can we find these bandits?
North, east. He gives you rather more location. He was never there with the bandits' basement. I only know our own basement.
I would like to ask one of the guards for a map of the overall area and point out to where we are and says, please point to where this base is.
He points. One base. Here. We are here first nearest base. Mixed with bandits and goblins.
He'll use a quill to put an X on a spot, and that's at AFK for a quick sec, right?
What? Okay, FK.
Yeah, AFK for a quick sec. And yeah, you'll mark out the spot.
Yeah, whatever. I just wait a bit when he's back.
Can I have a recap? So there was some
sure.
human bandits and goblin bandits, and the guardswoman was taken by the human bandits?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, you did fight goblins and bandits at the same time. You remember that the goblins and the bandits, the few you did fight with them, they had a little dispute. Not big thing, but you remember how one of the goblins did kinda punch and one of the bandits balls. and he was prone. You remember you rescued a man and soldier slash guard.
Yeah, he was
And you remember
undead.
he is now ended. You remember he did go to Florence Valentino, the doctor of the town. And you don't know more about him right now. You know his name is Scar. Weirdly, from the name chart. Pretty weird confidence. And
It
you
was
remember
weird.
the daughter you rescued in front of the wagons.
I certainly do remember her.
Yeah. Bless you.
Sorry
Why, sorry.
for being disruptive by coughing.
No, that's not really disruptive. If people start talking in the middle, that's disrupting. It's very well. Do you want to ask him in the meantime something? Anything?
As long as I know where the bandits are. Here, I'll ask the guard so we know who took them. So as long as they are telling the truth, we know who took them. They are the human bandits that we fought against. And for some reason, they were working together with the goblins off and on. What strategy... Where is this located and what strategies do we need to employ in order to take them? Should we take some guards with us?
Are you asking me? Or are you appealing with someone who is not here?
I'm asking the guards. I'm asking if, there is a rescue operation we could work together, or whether we alone would be enough for the job. Mr.
I'm
Guard,
here, by the
would
way.
we be enough for the job? Or
Okay,
do we need to find more people?
Before
Ourselves
those
or at the
questions.
Adventurers Guild?
Before those questions, overall, the Gobu shows you another encampment basement. He points there and he tells you there is his boss, the current new boss of his goblin tribe. Back then, back then we were the tribe Gonua, peaceful. We weren't even wandering here. We are not even from here. But until Ulza take over the power, we're working with the bandits, and he's reigning us. Pure iron cold fist.
Sounds like a despot needing of taking down.
So
If
How many
someone knows where
soldiers
the
is
bandits
there?
are, it's him.
so our objective is twofold: rescue the god, and take this asshole down.
We need to know how many goblins there are. We need to know how many enemies there are.
You are asking him how many goblins there are. He tells you, back then, when we were living near the swamp and the city Nocturna. And this one we were kinda around 200, but the numbers did decline around half.
So at least 100. Or around 100. This is bad. We need backup. We can't fight 200 goblins ourselves. Let's just say nothing of if they have anyone with them. There could be more human bandits.
Back then we
What
were
are you planning
attacked
on-
by a dragon.
Oh. What?
He tells you he was attacked by a dragon, his tribe.
My condolences.
He killed half of our tribe and in the end our old tribe elder. And since then we were wandering, and then Ulza took power. He challenged the new elder killed him in front of all our eyes. He transformed into a different creature than a goblin.
A
And
different
ripped off
creature?
his head all in front of us. Then we are following him. He came with all those bandits and took all the trust of him.
This sounds strange. This is not good.
Would you
Guards, what do you
recommend
make
that
of it?
Would you all recommend that we cut the head off the stake first?
Head of a stake? Huh?
It's a metaphor. Basically, he's asking if people recommend they take down the leader first.
So you're asking him if he should take the lead out?
Take down the goblin leader, yeah. The despot.
If you are able to kill him, then maybe the others will be more ready to listen and be more peaceful. But I don't believe you can kill him. Several have tried already, and every time, every wound we have done to him, it healed immediately. And it's not just him. More and more are becoming different. They are becoming grayish, bigger, more muscular, grown with giant teeth. Perfect for ripping flesh.
We would
This
certainly
is strange.
need intel on what's causing this regeneration, as well as these increase in capabilities before we consider attempting it.
What do you make of this, Pheromund? This is very strange, and we need to know more about this. This sounds unnatural.
I don't know what he is exactly, but he once called himself Ulzar, the Goblin Shark.
Maybe we can save the god first, and then and possibly, since they're collaborating with the bandits, maybe at the bandit camp we can find a clue as to this
You
guy's
don't know the
weakness.
bandit base.
Oh,
As he said, he doesn't know the bandit base.
yeah, fair.
He's
I
just
apologize
front.
if I'm not role playing well. I'm really confused as to what to
It's
say
fine
or
if you
do
want
here.
to summarize.
You're fine.
Yeah, what's the problem?
You're fine. Lynn, you're fine. Don't worry, alright?
I
Yeah,
hope
what
so.
was the question?
I said, am I role playing badly?
No.
No, I don't see. It's fine. I don't care. I haven't seen anything that's not problematic for me. Aside from that, now, let's say that the roleplay has become a bit different because someone did go okay for a moment, but that's fine too. Aside from that, yeah, back to the information. Yeah, you got several information now. Do you want to ask anything else?
Anyone
Did you say we-
think,
Oh, go ahead.
anyone you think might know where the bandits are?
Ulza certainly, and his elites. His elites would know him. But be careful, they succumbed to his reign and follow every order of him, and they too did show signs of transformation.
Well then. Either way, I think we might know our new next course of action. What do you two think? Maria? Sana?
I want to do everything in my power to save these innocent people. I only hope it's not too late.
Sounds like we have to get rid of this threat.
That said, we should prepare first. As such,
Yeah. And we're
As
gonna
such-
need more people.
As such, I'm going to take these parts to the smith to hopefully make a new weapon.
I keep mentioning more people, and maybe that's pointless because it seems like no one has responded. So I guess we're on our own.
What?
We tried soon again, but aside from that,
While I go to the smith, why don't you talk to the Adventurers Guild and see if any of them are willing to help?
Yeah, we are way outnumbered here.
before that, you go outside of the entire room. There, Goblin jumps up to um, the his captivating door. Those that metal. He is gripping it and say, "Wait, seek Cooking Six and Gobats. They may help you."
Where can we find them?
The King Six and his sister wasn't found yet. They left with some others. But Gobats should still be in the first basement.
Fairmoon brings up the map and shows and says, "Mark, where we can find them."
You got already marked for that base in the second base of the goblins, where the boss
Okay.
is.
Okay, never mind.
He's telling you, Gobats is goblin, a cook, but strong. Big cleaver, he wings with ferociousness. You will identify him right away. He always wanders around in his cooking attire. A King Six. Well, who knows where he is?
We will need to keep that in mind. Find either. Though, of course, we should though, of course, this cook should be the first one to find, since we actually know where he is.
Okay.
Fairmoon looks at him and says, "I think they've been too mesmerized by your music for last while. Please, they're not. I think they were a bit too mesmerized by your music for next while. Give their
It's
ears
fine.
a break. They were
The boss talks. It's fine. I had my deal. I had my job is done. I'm off. Adieu. You see who he was out, and you don't see him anymore.
Why do I get the feeling that we made a terrible mistake?"
Maybe.
Yeah, why did the card leave in a hurry?
You remember the boss was first imprisoned too in this prison, but because of his services in the deal, he's now free now. Earlier than his sentence, but he's free.
I hope that he's reformed. I don't really understand much about that guy, other than the fact his music is painful.
Sana tells you, he is an odd guy, weird. I don't want to see him again.
Either way, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go on, do you.
Either way, I'll go see if I can get myself a new weapon forged from the smith. Why don't you two go and see if the Adventurers Guild is willing to help with this predicament?
Okay. As you leave the room for the prisoners, you see the guardmaster in front of you and his assistant, and they start asking you for a report of what kind of information you got. You can summarize that. You don't have to tell him, or as long as you don't want to tell them something different, you have not to do any roleplay.
I assume we just essentially give the cliff notes of what we learned.
You learn that he sees it. he tells you, we can't spare any guard right now. The patrols have to be still going. We will get reinforcement from the next city. Until then, we can't assist you yet, but maybe you should ask that guard you saved. After all, he is not part of our plateau.
Skull, right?
Yeah, his name is Skull. I may change that, but to be honest, it's just too much.
It's appropriate.
Yeah,
Very
it
edgy
was.
name.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers aren't exactly edgy.
Okay. Yeah. He gives you 200 gold because in the end of the day you were able to get information, but at the same time you only got the information with the help of the bot. So
In
he
total
was
or
cutting some of the money.
in total or each?
Total.
Okay, you gotta divide by 3 or 4.
Just part the money in someone, I don't care.
Well, technically, Sana's part of the party, even though it kind of feels wasteful given the cash on NPCs. So 200 divided
Yeah,
by
especially
4.
because people will start forgetting the money on the NPC and the items on the NPC.
All right, so either way, about 50 gold apiece between Fairmoon, Maria, Rory, and Sana.
Yeah.
Sure wish Shiva was here for today's session because we've had to do all this role playing without them.
Yeah,
I messaged them on Discord. Haven't heard back.
I was kind of expecting him to ask a lot of questions to the goblins. A lot. You still have time to ask the goblin anything if you want. You can even try to do it later.
Wonder if we should go back once Shiva's available. I'm worried Shiva is not interested in playing with us anymore. That might be the case. Maybe they got upset over the whole flirting thing. I don't know. But we haven't seen. I mean, at least Shiva's power is back on, so I have no idea what came up this time. I hope Shiva's not upset and doesn't want to participate.
I'm sure he's not upset. Don't worry.
Let me say like this. If he doesn't want to participate with us, he should tell us. Someone who shouldn't participate shouldn't be in the group. Secondly, if there's something we should normally say. If it has problems, sure, okay, understandable. But as if he had problems with the play before, there are reasons because why I didn't let it happen that moment or how he did it.
I don't know. I can't think of any other reason other than something surprising came up that he couldn't say, or they couldn't say, or maybe they don't want to be here anymore. Either they couldn't or they don't want to. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of speculating, so I probably shouldn't be saying what I am.
We can ask sometime during the week, alright?
I hope Shiva's been enjoying themselves.
Indeed, hopefully.
I don't know.
And I hope Shiva's okay.
I was going to implement you to give more freedom with your style of role-playing, to be honest. If you, do it a bit more aesthetic. But aside from that, yeah, if he's just going to drop already, then he drops.
Oh, I don't think that we should assume the reasons. I was just speculating, which is pointless. It feels like talking about someone behind their back, which is not nice. But I'm just worried. I'm worried. It's either, couldn't be here and we don't know why, or doesn't want to be here. But either way, I'm confused and concerned. Because now we're missing a person for several weeks in a row.
Well, aside from that, this can be only solved when he interacts with us. We can't communicate with him right now, so we have to wait. So,
Yeah.
let's play.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry for that diversion.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's normal
It's
to
unders-
answer.
It's an understandable concern. Anyways, Fairmoon will, of course, as he mentioned, head to the smith to see if he can make himself some new equipment, a new piece of equipment with the parts.
Okay, good. Let me see something. You go to the smith. Change your map. Up.
Is Skull really here?
No. You last time you saw him was at Florence Place. Okay, let me say this. You go to the smith.
Are we
Hello,
all
good
going to the smith?
That's your decision.
If you wish.
I would like to go to the Adventurers Guild and see if we
Sure.
can recruit people for this, because we're a small group of people going potentially up against at least 100 goblins,
You don't know.
some of which may have mutated into God knows what's going on. So,
You still know that the goblin did say that Ulza called himself the Goblin Shark.
yep, which is something I should tell them. So, unless there's any other reason for me to stay here, I'll be like, hey, I don't know that I need to be here. Do you got this, Fairmont? I think I should head to the Adventurers Guild
Well,
and give them an update.
Well, Fairmoon did suggest that you go talk to the Adventurers Guild while he goes gets the stuff. So.
Oh, I didn't catch that part. Okay. So what did Pheromone say? Oh, okay, he said it already. Okay, well then Maria and Sana go to the Adventurers Guild.
Let's do Maria stuff first.
Okay.
Alright.
Give
Fine
me
by
a
me.
second. Okay. As you go to the
Where's my
Adventures Guild,
characters?
you
Are
can
they on
describe
this
it.
on the stage, or can I spawn them?
No, they're not on the stage, but you can just describe it. That would be enough. Fine.
I like the visual example.
Okay, good. You and Sana, you're going into the guild. You see, like always, there's Akina there, the pregnant elf, there, wood elf.
The what elf?
Yes, wood elf.
What elf?
And-
Did you say pregnant, or did I
Yes,
mishear?
she's pregnant.
Oh, okay. It was like, wow, I've got a wild imagination. I couldn't have heard that right. Hi,
No,
ma'am.
she's-
We're back.
Welcome back. How was your quest?
Well, we survived a lot of... Gosh, what were they called?
On kegs.
Antics.
We survived a lot of
and-
onkegs, including a giant onkeg. And we saved the cows. Not only that, but we may know where the kidnapped soldiers may be. The ones that the goblins kidnapped. They've spilled the beans, and we know a lot more now. Unfortunately,
Wonderful.
this is a lot more than a job for just us.
As you before I wanna tell you something then. When I'm describing stuff, wait a little bit because I wasn't really done and you started to pee. Because I was
Okay,
just
I'll
answering your
just-
question, didn't you start to peeing right away? And still on the Guild and the counter on the desk. You see
Sorry for
Caligor
saying too
there.
much at once.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Just be more mindful. You see Caligor, the dwarf without the beard. As you can see, has new picture. Okay, good.
What were
He-
you
they
gonna
heard
say?
you.
Go ahead and we'll go back and you can like.
No, it's fine. She heard you all the kind of stuff. Akina tells you to let her show you all the heads of the Ankeks and the papers from Marta.
What do you mean unmess up this conversation?
You didn't mess up the conversation. You just
You were gonna
the
say
description.
something after I mentioned the Unkegs.
Yeah, I said she told you that you should show her the heads and the papers that Marta gave you.
Oh, okay. Here.
How many
She-
heads is it?
Fairmoon
Here,
would've given-
here, ma'am. She handed us this paper.
And Fairmoon would have given
Yeah,
would've
that doesn't
given her any
matter.
heads.
I just want to know how many heads.
How many?
Well, there's at least one from
heads?
Fairmoon, so. Well, 2.
Oh, how many adventures did this quest?
No, how many heads there Ankek heads there are?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Gosh,
Fairmoon would-
I don't
Fairmoon would
remember.
Fairmoon would have given 2. One regular sized one and one from the Broodmother.
Akina
So
tells
3?
you, we would like to know how many you have slain for your reward. Slaying creatures out there like Ankex gives you extra rewards. Per creature.
I see. At least 8 of them.
Okay. Let's say you have the heads with you. And all that kind of stuff. For next
I
time.
thought Pheromond had the heads.
I
You
know
would-
if you telling me he has only 2 heads with him, then yeah. Of that because there was 2. There was 1, 7. Of
I'll
those
say
9
that
creatures.
Sona carried the heads then.
Let me
I'm
do
really
like
sorry
this.
about this. I'm not roleplaying very well today, apparently.
You're fine.
Aside from that, you are putting one head after another of Sana on the desk. There's 7 small ones, 1 queen, 2 adults. Give me a second. Hello there.
Oh, there. Hey,
Hello
Shiva.
there.
He's alive.
Oh, Shiva. You
Hi.
okay? Where were you?
Yeah.
You okay?
Did you sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like that.
Oh,
Welcome back, bro.
okay. Oh, welcome back,
I-
yeah.
I took like a nap after work because
Understandable.
I was tired and yeah.
That's understandable. You want to... Fairmond? You want to... Or Neutral? One of y'all want to
You-
update what happened?
Yeah,
I don't
soon.
see things.
You can put 300 gold into your inventory. For the 7 smallers, 140, the 2 adults, 80, and the queen. Wait, let's increase that. It's too. So, like this. This is better. 320.
In total or each?
320 in total. From the oldest Ankex.
So if we include Sana, that would be 320 divided by 4. That would be about 80 gold a pop.
If you like to do that like that, I don't care how you do it.
It kind of sucks that some of that gold is essentially going to the void. But at the same time, though, Sana is effectively an NPC player character, and more gold for her would mean more spells for her. And plus, it makes it easier to divide an even number by an even
No,
number. You know.
It just doesn't. It's just fine. It's okay. It doesn't matter too much. Let me say like this: we have only now 24 minutes, kinda, under the 2 hour
I
mark.
can go a little
will
bit
refresh
over
me.
time. Let's
Yeah.
let's just
However,
focus on having fun.
24
You
minutes?
get-
Why?
Lynn's got to quit. Lynn's got to stop early because she and Julia need to keep an eye on Julia's parents' house.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be exactly 2 hours. I'm sure we can go a little bit over time.
well,
Let's.
until Julia tells you that you need to go.
I guess. I
Yeah,
guess.
let's do it similar like that. Okay, good. You got the money and all that kind of stuff, and Akina tells you, yes, so there's almost no adventures here, and me and my husband can go. I see I'm pregnant, and he has to still here as a guild master for now. We can get more assistance from other guilds, but this will take time if you wanna have more people with you. Maybe ask my cousin Torres. Torres. Spell on first. You remember Torres, the
He's a
dude
dwarf,
you
right?
with? No, Torres is the cousin from Akina. He's an half elf.
Oh, a half-elf. Okay.
This
Is
is
it
the
the
guy
one
who
we
was scared from the
saved?
rats.
The dude
Is
that
it the merchant?
sold animals or whatever.
Animal
correctly.
stuff, pets, food, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we saved him from the rats in the beginning, right?
Right.
Yeah, I remember him.
She wishes you good luck, and if you need any advice, then ask her.
Well, the advice is, what are we gonna do against at least 100 goblins? Worse yet, we found the interviewed or interrogated goblin say that a super powerful goblin turned into some crazy thing they called a shark goblin, and he became unstoppable to the other goblins. We're not dealing with any
see
regular goblin here.
Caligor.
Goblins?
Yeah, goblins. Caligor having right away your full attention. He's kind of going straight up to you, and he says, "Did you say shark goblin?"
Yes, that's exactly what they said.
You are fighting a werebeast, like a werewolf. Similar, but more aquatic, dangerous. Be aware, were creatures like those, they heal fast from normal physical damage. Some are almost immune against it. You will need silver to fight them.
Well, you're a merchant. I don't suppose you have any weapons with silver.
We
Or any silver at all.
have. You could ask the smith. I'm the guildmaster here. And you could ask the smith or someone else if they have any silver and can sell you something.
Okay, that'll do. Faramund is at the Blacksmith's Guild as we speak. I guess we should go take a drop in on them. I'll appreciate all the help we can get. This was not going to be easy, and we may not survive this.
I will give a summary for Shiva now. Shiva, they came back from their slaying quest of the creatures that killed the cows and all that kind of stuff. More
Okay.
details later for that. The interrogation is done with the goblins. You still can go and ask stuff there. Ask anything what you want. They will answer you. They were tormented by the bard that was singing Despacito.
Okay.
At the moment, the party is preparing stuff. The party knows that the goblins was before from the goblin out a peaceful tribe that did go away from its home because a dragon did hunt them and killed half of the populations. There were around 200 before. After some time of wandering, Ulzar came, who did killed the new current elder of their tribe and took power with some bandits. Ulzar seems to be a goblin shark, a werebeast shark that is a goblin.
A werebeast shark that's a goblin?
Yeah, a goblin that is a werebeast shark.
Things have gotten pretty weird.
And so far, you still can ask the goblins, get equipment, whatever. We don't only do a P right now here because of the time.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, good. Let's go to the smith. They're gonna give Shiva the time where they're thinking. Okay, Pheromone is there alone. He was talking with the smith and getting know each other a bit in the time, and he was talking with him what he could do all the kinds with his items. In the meantime, sorry. Maria and Sana arrive at the smith.
And Rory as well, I
Rory.
assume, right?
I guess, yes. It's enough if you just describe where you are, what you do. You don't have always to spawn your character and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. It's
Nice
easier
brief.
to have a visual example, though.
Nice effect on the blacksmith, by the way. Very cool.
Yeah, it's one of the 3 assets here from Roll20.
Yeah, I guess I can role play without the visual example. It just, it's helpful.
You can move your character and just telling you it. Because there will be times where it has to be done like that.
Oh, it's down there. It's in the same map. Silly me.
Yeah.
Been so long since I've been in this town. Alright, so...
Oh, anyways, I was hoping we could forge a weapon, a very heavy weapon out of some of these pots, like maybe an axe or halberd or a greatsword.
Do
Something
you
like that.
have all the parts?
Aside from the heads, yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 on-keg mandibles, 2 on-keg arms, 4 on-keg legs, 10 on-keg scales, 2 of the broodmother's arms, 2 plus the broodmother's mandibles, 2 plus the broodmother's big assets. One of the broodmother's
Stop
big
right
assets.
there, you're echoing.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
I got a
that.
lot of shit.
First of all, you write that in the chat so I can copy that.
Okay, let's see here.
And what you do, I'm gonna inform you how it works with a smith. When you ask the smith something from unusual materials, then you have to choose from the item list what kind of item should be, or you can ask him from something outside of the item list, but then it's more expensive. You could just use any kind of weapon what's from the standard list or something special, like I said. There is a success rate for the crafting. If it fails the crafting, like a critical failure, then you get the money back, or you not pay at all, but the items are gone. Aside from that, he can even crit the crafting and be even far better. Aside from that, you know what? I'm gonna open my list for that. D&D, assets, items, shops, smith crafting. Here it is. Description here. What else did it say? They're right here. Ah, yeah. The higher the rarity of the component, the more money you have to pay. Not every smith is the same way. It can be always a bit different what they can do or what they cannot do, or what kind of extra effects could have. The smith doesn't know what kind of effect the item will have until he has done it. or has already done a similar item with this same component. Thirty Brutma chitin.
Titan.
Brutma legs, Brutma. No, that's overall chitin. That's all everything. Every chitin.
It's pronounced Kaiden, actually, I think.
Going soon-ish.
What?
I don't
Need
know.
to get going soon-ish.
Yeah, it's not 8 o'clock yet. Do we need to me to end this at 8 o'clock sharp?
No, not necessarily, I guess, but the sooner the better.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you have time, let's say I want to know what Maria would like to have for her equipment. From the parts, if she even wants something from that.
Hello, sir. We have a
Hello
weird
there.
beast to fight. Do you have silver?
We have almost no silver. I have only one silver bar here. Yeah, I guess that's not enough for you, to be honest. One silver little weapon won't be enough to. Sorry, but if you can get me any silver, then would be nice. Well, aside from that, there was an old silver mine further to the north here that stopped. It wasn't really financial good at the time, and it was a kind of more, let's say, stressful time. It was 2 years, and we closed the mine. Since then, they have no silver here.
Could
The
you
silver mine
perhaps
is empty?
could you perhaps exchange some gold and use the silver coins for that?
As you're aware, you guys are using electrum, gold, and platinum coins.
Okay, never mind.
Extra.
Silver coins are not used here. You can't take a sock with full silver coins. You can't do that here.
I had to try.
Fair. Yeah, it was a good idea. I'm thinking of converting our money into silver and using that to make weapons. Good idea.
You don't have it.
Did you
by the
see
way,
that the silver mine is all dried up and doesn't have any silver ore? I mean, the ore has to be processed too.
it's a long time, yes, but that's fine. The processing of the ore, as long as you find it and all that kind of stuff. But aside from that, Mama, Ankuk, Gaze, Brutmother, small head. Oh,
Well,
it was 9 small heads.
Yeah, Ixnay and the small heads. Those were given to Maria and Sana.
Extra 40 gold for you guys because there's 2 more small heads.
So an extra 10 gold a pop, right?
Yeah. Aside from that, didn't you have the stuff from the serpent? Anyone?
We should. I think we should.
Oh, you weren't there yet. Shiva has the stuff of the serpent. If you guys want to process that stuff into any equipment, please write it now in the chat.
I don't even remember what the stuff I had was.
Any monster part, almost any, can be processed in a weapon or equipment or other stuff. Okay. No, my question
Is
is no.
1 silver bar enough to make at least 1 weapon or any arrows?
Yes, we could use some arrows. We could make you 2 daggers. Maybe
Get up. What about
1 short sword, but that's it.
what about coating existing weapons in silver?
I don't believe that would be enough for Werebeast. We have experience with Werebeast that wouldn't be enough. You need a pure weapon out of it. We know that's good in the north of our land, the country. there live many, many werebeasts. And that's normal.
Alright, what do you think, Faramund? Should we make daggers or arrows? Personally, it sounds like arrows would be more versatile, but you can't reuse them.
We could always just see if we can find some silver at that. Wait, out of character, they said the mine was depleted, right? Or no? Neutron, you said the mine was depleted, right? Or no?
What?
Did you say that the mine was depleted?
Out of financial reasons. Not deplete of the thing is other reasons. By deplete, you mean that there's no more ore there?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's not the case.
Whew,
I mean,
we have an
They
can
option.
had to leave the mine in a hurry back then.
I mean, we could always head over to that mine and see if we can get some silver. And once you do, maybe we could combine it with the monster parts to further enhance it.
I'm gonna give you now a bit of werebeast information. That Caligor, the guildmaster, told you is a werebeast. You know now. Werebeasts get only from physic damage like slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing. Half damage. But true werebeasts get kinda not at all damage. They need something that's kinda imbued with magic. Or other natural source of silver.
Maybe we can get some silver from that mine, and not only forge silver weaponry, but also for everyone, but also use the pots from the creatures to enhance those weapons, like perhaps a silver Ankeg's great axe or halberd for me that could also burn him with acid, on top of piercing him with silver.
He tells you that the weapons will have influence from the components and all that kind of stuff, but he tells you if the weapon will be able to produce that kind of stuff. Acid itself, he tells you he is a dwarf smith, not some dark, obscure warlock, dark dwarf smith who creates living weapons.
Well, fair enough. I meant that more as an example of what could possibly happen. But my point is, we could go to that mine, get some silver, make the silver weapons, and enhance them with the monster parts.
Mr. Dwarf, sir. Do you know what reason that mine was abandoned?
It was back then to the old leaders of this town time. Wasn't a time where he get this predicament of his judgment of killing his brother. And since then there were quite the problematic things happening here.
What kind of problematic things?
First off, we couldn't have no management for the mine, for a lot of stuff, until the new leader was here, the paladin. And there was a disease in the mine long time ago, over 2 years. Just should be gone, but yeah, we left the mine. It was financially we couldn't keep it up in the town, and right now no one's inhabiting it. Mine.
Are monsters inhabiting it?
I don't know.
Well, if this guy really is a werebeast, it will be best for us to prepare ourselves with the stuff needed to actually take down a werebeast. So it might be worth the risk. So it would be worth
It's
the risk.
unfortunate, but we'd only be going to our deaths if we go there without being fully prepared.
So, maybe we could all take maybe we could all take a nice long rest and then set off for the mine.
That's a good idea.
The dwarf asks you if you want to order any kind of weapon with the materials you are showing him. Order any kind of other equipment.
Well, well, if this mine is dangerous, then maybe maybe a nice heavy weapon like a great axe, great sword, halberd or maul.
Okay. He takes some information that you want a great weapon. He tells you
Okay.
there's enough stuff for making any kind of other equipment if anyone is interested.
Maria, Rory, Zana.
I'm trying to
Sana,
think of what items would be helpful.
You could get a new mace. Or
Mace. There was also a
I'm sorry, one
mace,
moment.
a shield, armor, anything. You can even be creative and ask for something quite new.
We're at the blacksmith. Trying to get new weapons and figure out how to get some silver weapons for a werebeast we're trying to take care of later.
You don't need to get a mace either way. You can always get armor, like maybe a new shield.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yes?
I said I won't interrupt you. You just-
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry, I was just talking to Julia.
It's fine.
Okay.
Do I have a shield? I totally forgot.
You have a
I
shield.
do have a shield.
You have a shield with a sign of Palo on it.
You know, there's that whole Kakara, if I'm pronouncing it right, thing you mentioned. Maybe that would
Kakara?
be doable here.
It's like it's basic quarterstaff essentially. It's basic quarterstaff with a metal rings on the end.
You're adorable.
What?
I don't know if it would be viable in battle, but thematically it would bring me closer to a character I found inspirational. So I don't know how useful that would be.
You can
Okay.
use it as a casting focus.
Yeah,
It is a staff.
I don't know. It's called a shakujo. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Or sounding staff.
Oh, you want that
Kakara
stuff? Okay,
shakujo sounding staff.
Yeah,
It's what
basically.
Priestess uses.
Yeah, neutral trauma. If you ever watch
Yeah,
any
I
Yasha,
see. Yeah, stop. Yeah, I know. So you know time. Okay.
Right.
So straight up, he tells you he can make you one, but there will be no spiritual imbuation from him because he is a blacksmith and not a spiritual person. For that, you can use it naturally as stuff. Yes, they could create it for you, but it will be just thing out of steel.
Would
Maybe
it be
you could
possible for it to be blessed at a temple?
Possible.
possibly.
If you want to imbue it with magic, then you have to go to a city with magicians. Maybe you can get there that kind of kakara there for buying, or just getting crafted there.
I would like a staff, please. One of my religious leaders I looked up to very much had one of these, and I want to follow in her footsteps.
Okay. He tells you, do you want any kind of staff or exactly that kind of kakara?
I want a sounding staff, please.
A sounding staff? What?
That's another name for it. That's what it's called
Okay,
in some
okay.
translations.
So you want a
It's-
staff that you can... Okay, good. That goes klimpy klimpy.
Yeah, she
Oh.
wants a Kakara.
Yeah, okay. Okay. He tells you he can make you one. He has
What will
seen
it be
one
made
as-
out of?
It. The chef would be wood. And the. No, it's mostly metal. He would make it out of 7 gold.
Out of gold?
What?
Wow.
No. I mean, it's the price of 7 gold.
Oh, the price is 7 gold.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
it will be treated as a quarter staff.
Okay.
You can
Sana, Rory, would either of you like something?
they talk about something.
And how much would my weapon cost?
You are getting first. I need to design first a weapon that is done with unkek materials. He tells you he needs it first time, design it, and then craft it, and then he can tell your price.
Okay. I can be patient. How long would you say that would take?
Is
Roughly
there anything else you want? Any other equipment? Armor? Any other? Does the slime gamer behind you guys want something?
Shiva, are you
how-
there?
Ah, shoot, I was talking to myself.
Did you mute yourself again?
Yeah.
How long?
Aw.
A little bit.
I guess long. Okay.
How
It wasn't
much
anything
would-
too crazy. All I
How much
said
would
was.
sorry,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
interrupt. No, you say what you're gonna say.
How much would you charge for splint mail or plate mail?
Let's open the D&D armor.
And would the cost be lessened if I were to trade in my scale?
You can
scale
sell
mail.
me the scale if you have
Well,
more
chain mail.
enough.
Sorry, chain mail.
Yeah, could buy it off your chamber. For what you want, a splinter or plate?
It depends. Well, I probably won't. Well, I probably won't have enough cash for plate, but how much would be the splint mail if I were to trade in my chain mail?
Let's say the standard blend is 200 gold. And you want done with unkek material, it will cost more, like 300.
Fair enough.
And if you sell your chainmail, I guess I will buy it off, but on a rather lower price, like 35 gold, 40 gold.
Okay, how much would the plate mail cost?
I know a plate mail is 1,500 gold.
I'll take the splint then. I'll
I
take the
thought
splint
so.
armor.
Good, we have a splint, a kakara, a heavy weapon, and a kakara, something like that. Does your other companion want something ordered?
Rory, Zana.
So I was trying to ask earlier for like a piece of armor or whatever that would kind of go with my body more.
You want an armor that chains form with you?
Yeah.
I'm a normal blacksmith. You don't have a necessary stuff for that. I don't even know that, and to be honest, I don't have the skill for that. You may need to ask a blacksmith that is far more studied in the arcane for that.
Then, I'm trying to think. It's been a moment. I really don't know how to look through any of this stuff anymore. It's been a minute for me.
Isn't it a minute? Is that thing that you guys imagine Sana having as a weapon?
Well, she has been going to rapier, so.
As long as you could go with a rapier or two short swords or anything similar. She has no proficiency in any armor.
Well, I mean, she's a blade singer. She does technically have proficiency in light armor.
Hey, y'all.
No?
Julie
Yeah, does she?
is probably wanting me to wrap up. I
It's
assume.
fine.
That's
I-
right.
You'll feel
just-
free to continue role playing
Yeah,
this
you
without me and
continue the
figuring it
shopping.
out. But yeah, you'll feel free to continue the shopping, but I really should hurry and get packed up. I
That's
should
fair.
end the stream and end the call. I'm very
Alrighty.
sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Thank you for
Right.
playing with me. Sorry for forgetting so much.
Of course.
Yeah,
Alright,
take care.
well,
Is
you'll take care.
you too?
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Alright, unfortunately, might as well keep things short and sweet. Bye, Twitch. See y'all as soon as I hopefully can. I'm gonna be